This episode of Another Great Day is brought to you by Radishes, the spiciest vegetable known to man. It's Wednesday, March 22nd, 2023. I'm Aaron, and this is my garlic-loving co-host, Chris.
Hello, I do love the garlic.
Me too, actually. I like garlic toast. We'd like to welcome you back to Another Great Day, the podcast designed to encourage interaction, creativity, and conversation. Now it's time for our newest segment, We'll Discuss. You made up the topics, now we'll have to discuss them. And if you would like to submit a topic for us to discuss, let us know on our Instagram page, Another Great Day Podcast. All one word. Hit us up. We'll add it to the wheel. All right, Chris, let's spin that wheel. Here we go. The wheel is a-spinning. The wheel is a-spinning. And today is, Relaxobot 3000. Yeah, that's right.
What is that?
That's a great question, actually. Explain your favorite activity for rest in a robot voice. Okay. So this is how a robot would describe human leisure. So here we go.
All right.
And the guest discussing this is going to be me. All right.
I'm going to take a break. I'll be back in a bit.
I get a topic point from the computer now.
My first break in weeks.
We run a tough ship here. Tight ship, whatever. Tough and tight. All right, here we go. I will now be describing going to bed, my bedtime routine. When the sun goes down, the human's battery gets quite low, and they walk towards the bathroom area where they will brush teeth, they might wash hair, or a myriad of other hygienic-related activities. Once cleaned properly, or not, they will walk towards their vertical cushion area and prop themselves up in such a way that is comfortable to their neck. Their bodies will be laying horizontally, and they will sit there, lie there, until eventually their eyes close and they begin making noises like this. Beep, 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 beep.
A dog runs into the room.
Oh no. I am sleeping, dog. Go away. Shoo, you are resting my recharge time. I will lay back down.
The dog pulls the covers off the bed.
No, dog. Stop. You're interrupting recharge time. My circadian rhythm is out of whack. I am only half recharged, and I will damage my battery core if I go back to sleep. Now I am awake and
the
bitter.
dog walks around 3 straight circles in his new pile of blankets and falls asleep.
Well, at least one of us is asleep.
Congratulations, you have just won a wheel point. Good job at Discuss.
Ding! The end. And that's Robotron 3000, or Relaxobot 3000.
That'll bring us to this day in history.
Well, on this day, Chris, in 1765, the Stamp Act is imposed on American colonies. In an effort to raise funds to pay off debts and defend the vast new American territories, the British government passes the Stamp Act on March 22nd, 1765. Though the Stamp Act enjoyed a strategy that was common fundraising vehicle in England, it stirred quite a protest in the colonies. In fact, the colonists had recently been hit with 3 major taxes: the Sugar Act, the Currency Act, and the Quartering Act, which required colonists to provide food and lodging and a whole bunch of other different things. Basically, they were getting taxed and they didn't like it. And this was in 1765, so it was just about a decade away from America declaring independence.
And that will do it for this day in history.
This next segment is called the Question of the Day. If you're new to this, we're going to ask a question, encourage you to take a minute to answer this question, even pause the show and talk to those around you. Ready? Today's question of the day comes to us from second grader Mira McFall.
Hello, this is Mila. I am you, and I want to tell you a question for this podcast. It is would you rather for the rest of your life eat fruits or vegetables?
All right. Great question, Mira. Chris, what would you rather eat for the rest of your life? Would you rather eat fruits or veggies for the rest of your life?
I was pondering this when I saw the script. Fruits or veggies? So I narrowed it down in my brain. I said, I guess this is meaning only fruit or only vegetables.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I thought the same.
And I think this may be controversial. Vegetables.
Ooh.
And this is why. You ready? Here's my reason.
I'm not ready. Hold on. Yeah, I'm ready. Go ahead.
Good. Yeah, sit down for this. I know you were standing on your head.
Do I need to go get Relaxobot for this? Because
You
he need
do.
to hear this.
He needs to hear this.
Get in here, buddy.
Relaxobot. The reason why I want vegetables for the rest of my life is because I have had vegetables in many different ways. They're delicious. A couple of them being French fries, which I've mentioned previously on this podcast. I enjoy them. Also, you can simulate, it is not the same, a burger with cabbage cut thickly and seasoned like a burger. That's right. It's not the same, obviously. But if you're going to go only fruit for the rest of your life, that's just going to be sweet upon sweet forever. And I just feel like that eventually I would get tired of so much sweet. I'm more of a savory person. So I want things that are hearty and yummy and salty and savory. What you got, Aaron?
You know what, Chris? You sold me on this. I agree. Honestly, I was going to say fruit because I love strawberries. I love blackberries, kiwi. I could go on and on. However, you just made a great point that it'd be sweet foods forever and it would get tiring. And so, yeah, you're right. I'm going to go with vegetables because asparagus rocks, broccoli rocks, Brussels sprouts rock. There are a myriad of delicious vegetables. And let it be known, kids, you might not like vegetables right now, but it might be because you don't like the way they're being prepared for you. One day when you get older, you might be able to make really delicious Brussels sprouts like I'm having nowadays.
They often include bacon, though, so you know.
Yeah.
Bacon.
Do you remember in like the cafeteria would serve you just generic like cold peas? Like here's a scoop of green peas.
I always loved it, actually.
Did you really?
They're sweet peas.
Oh.
Here,
I never gave him a chance.
Here's my cafeteria story. You ready for this?
And now cafeteria stories with Chris Taylor.
I distinctly remember there were 2 times that we would get mashed potatoes and a roll. We would get it on steak finger day.
The best day.
And we would get it on chicken fried steak day, which was like just a little small chicken fried steak.
It's basically the same thing, just not separated.
It would also have green beans. All of these would come on the tray and at our school we had plastic pouches of milk.
What? I've
Yes.
never heard of that.
Small, like little pillows, plastic, and you poke it with like a Capri Sun straw. Yes, it worked fine, I guess. I don't know how we figured it out. Anyway, what I would do with my lunch was I would take the roll apart. I would put mashed potatoes on the bottom part of the bread.
Yum.
I would take the whole of the steak finger and or all of the chicken fried steak because I only had one roll, unless someone gave me their roll. And then I would make a double sandwich. I would make it. Then I would put gravy on it and green beans because I was crazy. I don't know why. I went all the way. But I Because it's all salt, really, is what it is.
I want that right now. I want to eat that right now.
Well, lucky for you, Hungry Man Jack at Walmart has the cheapest TV dinners that are basically the same thing. So order.
This episode of Another Great Day is brought to you by Hungry Man Jack.
Is that what it's called? I can't remember what it's called.
We want your food, please. All right, great talk today, Chris. Let's take a quick break and check in with our dad joke correspondent on location. Wes, would you rather have $1 million on Wednesday or a tall glass of water on Thursday? Let us know.
Hey, Aaron. Hey, Chris. Tall glass of water for me any day of the week. Speaking of water, we're out here. It is a beautiful morning, and the grass, it wet. Other people, though, they think it do. Anyways, have another great day.
Thanks, Wes.
AP, I think Wes sounds like he has a lot on his plate.
He certainly has a lot on his to-do list.
And we'll be right back.
Welcome back to Another Great Day. I'm Aaron, and that's Chris, and we are glad you're here. This part of our show is called The Word of Wisdom. This is where we'll take a minute to go through a proverb or wise saying and then give you our take. Here we go.
Today's word of wisdom comes to us from Proverbs 21:4. The NLT version of the Bible says, "Haughty eyes, a proud heart, and evil actions are all sin." The Amplified Bible says, "Haughty and arrogant eyes and a proud heart, the lamp of the wicked. Their self-centered pride is sin in the eyes of God."
This one was a riddle for me. I spent a lot of time thinking about this one. I'm not claiming that I have a direct revelation on exactly what this means, but I'm going to give you my take. So I started with this question. Do you know what haughty means? It means scornfully and condescendingly proud. It basically means like a very arrogant and proud person. This proverb's telling us not to be too smart or too arrogant for our own good. Those who are self-centered and prideful are not honoring the Lord with their behavior. All right, Chris, let's cue the music and wrap things up for today. Our mission here is to encourage interaction, creativity, and conversation.
So even though today's show may have come to an end, that does not mean your discussion has to come to an end.
Well, whatever you do, we just hope you make it another
Great
day. We'll see you tomorrow. This episode of Another Great Day is brought to you by Radishes, the spiciest vegetable known to man.
Wait,
It's Wednesday.
hold up. I disagree with that.
Oh no, are we having conversation and interaction? I'd hate to
It's-
encourage this.
Garlic or onion.
Ooh, you really think so?
I've had radishes, and this is not a great way to start the show.
You had a radish straight out of the ground.
I've had radishes from raw radishes. Yes.
And you
cook-
don't think it's spicy? It
I've
tastes like
cut them into
spicy
little
toothpaste.
slicey slices. Before I put them into my pan, I tasted them because I was like, what does this taste like raw? And it was spicy, but it was definitely not garlic and like super spicy onion spicy.
Well, maybe you're part vampire. I can't account for that, nor can I be responsible for that. For us normal humans, radishes are the spiciest vegetable known to man. Today's question comes to us from local window washer Squeaky McGillicuddy. What do you got, Squeaky?
The end.